Yep. Another day, another dollar, they say. Windy day, according to Pumi. Yep. A little bit windy here. It's me, Maka, and Nive. We're just out here in Avaseli. We're putting up this tent for a function that's going to happen this evening. Hallo fira Mausa? And it's 12:45 p.m. The function is at 6 p.m. So we're trying to get this up. Yeah. Just us here. The rest have gone to school. These two already started their long weekend. Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Life on the Rock, Niue Island. So Hiko here once again. It's a Friday. And we haven't got a video for our channel today, so decided to just say hello over here. It's been a busy week, but that's just how it is. So stay tuned for this one. I'm just going to show you a little bit of detail of how and why we do this. Okay, so now we use the rope. We've just been using the ropes for a while now, just to hold the tent together. Before, these fittings here, you have an eye screw that you screw in there, or screw over, so you screw over here for the poles. That holds the tent together. But over time, yeah, I'll show you one here. See that screw there? The one at the bottom? Yeah, this eye screw. But over time, the screws just get worn out. The threads got worn and it doesn't hold. So, because we've got these joints here, or these fittings here, we've had them for a while. We've had these joints for over 10 years. And that's why we're using the ropes now to tie it up and connect everything together. I taught the kids how to tie the ropes, just a simple bowline, and trucker's hitch on the other end. So with this one here, because our ropes are not that long, so we've got to join them together. So Osa here is going to join it.
So I'm going to connect these two ropes just so I can form a much longer one so I can reach the other end of the tent. So what this knot is called a sheet bend. So what you want to do, you want to get one end of the rope and just loop it as I have, and then grab the other end of the totally complete different rope. Then you want to loop it from the bottom like that, wrap it around here, and then go in through this hole. Then you want to pull.
Why do you use that knot?
Pardon?
Why do you use that knot?
Because it's sturdy. See, it won't slip. Yeah.
Good on you.
And tip, always make these ends a bit longer so it's easier to untie.
And if you don't make them long?
You're going to struggle untying it.
And who taught you all that?
Myself.
Cruising for a bruising there, my friend.
It's called a bowline.
Yeah.
So what I like to do is I use 2 fingers on the main line and then flip the rope away from you. So you create a little loop, and then you bring the other end of the rope from behind inside the hole, and then around behind this rope over here, around there, and then back into the loop. And you want to pull the main line. And you're done.
Alrighty. And who's the champion from all your competitions tying ropes?
I reckon I am.
After who?
After... So whenever we get cocky, us workers, or whenever we get bored, the workers, we always have a race with the tying. And normally I would win, normally some of the workers win. And this one time, our dad humbled all of us. We all lost by so far. So yeah, I think our dad would be the knot.
So they're still practicing now, eh? You heard it. So they're still practicing trying to beat the old man. Now and again, they'll feel that they're getting better with their skills. They are getting better, and I reckon one day one of them's gonna beat me. One day soon, not too long, because they're pretty close. But it's fun all the same, anyways. And I enjoy having that with the kids. It's good to see their progress.
So if your rope is really long, then you want to do the proper way. But if it's short, then you just do the shortcut. For this rope, I'll do a shortcut. So I only use 2 fingers, top of the main line, and my thumb at the bottom. And what I want to do, I want to flip the rope away from me, so it creates like a little loop. So the main line is always on top. So you want to put your fingers through the hole and grab the line at the bottom and pull it towards you. So you create like a little loop. And then you bring this end of the rope and you just want to loop it through the hole as so. And then you want to pull it. So you just pull it until it's tight. Like that. And you want to wrap it around the pole. And then you want to do a lock knot. So it's kind of like a figure 4. Go around the rope. Leave a little gap over here. Then you pull it. So you do that twice or 3 times. So around, through the gap, pull. Okay. Whatever excess rope you have, you just wrap it around and then tuck it. This is the proper way. So what you want to do, you want to grab like a little bit of rope, like this. And you just want to reach to the top. And this is the part where it's tricky, you have to do it properly. So you're going to twist it twice. So it goes once, and then the second one, it has to come over here. Like that.
Behind the first
behind the first one. If it goes in front of the first one, so if it goes, and if it goes around the first one, it's not going to hold, it's going to slip. Like that. That's why it's important. So that's why it's important to always one and second one behind. And there, that's why it's sturdy.
What you call that knot?
Trucker's hitch.
Trucker's hitch. It is.
Sometimes if you want to cheat, you just go grab a bungee and then wrap it around.
Shorten it. Yeah, sometimes they're lazy too. They just keep on pulling and bend the pipes. So if you come look on the side, the pipe will be like on a big bend because they're pulling it too tight.
What a strong!
That's just telling me. Pull it tight, but not too tight that the pipes are bending. Tight enough. Now, so that's the completed one, eh? That's a trucker's hitch. See? Didn't even take her that long to redo it. So those are the tips for the tying with Osa.
I tied 3.
Yeah, and Maka did the 3.
Slowest tire. April me.
Yeah. Thank you for your nice companion.
Why are you the slowest tire, Boom? You're supposed to be the fastest, son.
I love to take it easy, slow.
Why?
Wash for the day.
Okay, so this tent here, it's 6 meters by 12 meters. So for people in the US or those who are doing the Imperial system, a 20 by 40 size. Oh yeah, wait. This in, put that in. So these ropes, apart from just holding the frame of the tent together, I'm going to pull them on top of the top it helps also to hold the top down, especially in windy conditions, because we found that over time when it's really really windy and we don't have the ropes on top of the top, it's a high chance for the tops to get ripped off the tent frame by the bungees. So all these holes here, it'll be like ripped off, and then you'll have a top that's unusable for your tents, but the top is still good for other stuff. Yeah, so we got this tied over the top, and then when it's really really windy, the rope helps to hold the top down. In some situations when it's very strong winds, we've had some smaller tents, some this size also, where the top just got ripped off anyways. I think I got some footage or some pictures, and that's just too windy. Sometimes when we put the tents up, the tents were okay until the next day, and then it gets really really windy, and then it rips the top. It's all part of business, I guess. You win some, you lose some.
So sometimes we have like this big gap from the top and the pole, and sometimes one bungee is not gonna do it, so we normally just double it up. We use 2 bungees instead. So you're gonna do one bungee like this, grab another one, and you just wanna loop it like that, and you've extended it. Now it's long. We only do this if we don't have long bungees. So yeah. And if your gap is small and your bungee is long, then you double wrap it around the pole. So when you double wrap it, you wrap it twice. Like that.
And why is there a big gap on this side?
Is that because the top, we did the corners on that side first, and whoever did it on this side was a bit too slow. Either that, or the joint when we were connecting is not connected properly. It could be that.
What's with the Daughters of the Deep?
Yeah, cool shirt, eh? So Daughters of the Deep is like a worldwide network or like a worldwide program where they have this program or initiative for young girls to go out and do marine, like just marine opportunities, especially for career paths for young girls. So in 2022, both me and Ava were chosen for this Daughters of the Deep program, which was led by Niue Blue. And then both me and Nava and I got to go on whale watching trips, dolphins, snorkeling, and just recently we're doing scuba diving. So yeah, and they all started off from Daughters of the Deep. So it was their program to help promote and encourage young girls to go into the marine area. So me and Nava have been part of this program since 2022, which is led by Niue Blue. Yeah.
You enjoy it?
I love it. It's nice.
Why?
I guess not everyone gets that opportunity. So in a way, I guess, reason why me and Nava were chosen for this program is because we grew up around the ocean. So we went spearfishing, snorkeling, reef hunting with our dad at a young age. So they saw that both me and Nava were fitted for this opportunity and program. So yeah, we couldn't say no. So we took it.
Awesome.
And it's so good. I enjoy it.
And hopefully I'm looking forward if you can take it far, and then maybe one day you'll take your old man out.
One day.
One day. Thing too much of Nive. Time for you, Bomb. No time for you, just too much with Nive, eh?
Yeah, main point. Hi everyone, it's Maka. If you know me, say hi. Earlier, when even show you rope instructions, I do all the work stuff, the ropes, 3 ropes I tied, the legs, set up the top before Neva say something very sad to me.
What did you say? What's the sad thing she said to you?
Slow tied.
I see. So now, son, you got to work hard and prove them wrong next time. So it won't be the slowest tire. It'll be the fastest rope tire.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like to take time easy.
Okay, so with this size tent, 2 people can lift it up, but it's easier when you have 3 people. With 2 people, it can be a bit of a struggle. I'm gonna put some power and effort into it. Huh?
Did they go to lights?
They're talking about lights now, if they order the lights. Yes, I was saying before that 2 people can lift this up. I haven't tried if me and Maka can lift this up on our own yet, but I reckon maybe next year or the year after, when he's about 17, 18, and definitely he should be able to lift this up with me. And hopefully then, I should be able to still lift it too. But that's the thing with life, eh? As the kids grow up, grow older, grow stronger, and then us, the older generation, the older people, we grow older and we grow weaker.
We're waiting on Maka. I did one side. He had to do this side. We're still waiting on him.
Yeah, Maka's a little bit slow with his work, but
He's
slow and steady.
consistent.
What?
He's consistent.
That's right.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah, a little bit slow, but he's always sure. And one thing also, he can last the whole day with me when we go out do this kind of stuff. No complaints. That's why I feel sorry for my boy.
We complain all along.
What's that?
We complain the truck when they finish.
See, I was just finishing one thing and he just said the other thing. Oh, you're way. Okay, so now we're gonna lift this up.
And put the lights in first.
Yeah, on one side.
Oh.
Yeah, there should be lights at the front.
It is.
There's a method we do when we lift these tents, especially if it's like a big tent like this and it's only 3 of us. So you normally have the 2 weak ones, or like not strong, on the corners, and then we have the strong one right in the center. So we don't directly stand or lift at the corner, we come like where the rope's at, but just somewhere around the first base. And then same goes on the other side, and one directly at the center. Then we lift. Key tip I forgot to mention just then, it's easier to lift all together all at once. That way the tent is not heavy. But as you guys could see from that lifting just then, could have been better if we all lifted together at once. That way it's not as heavy. So yeah, key tip, lift together.
Okay, so we got one side up. And now we're just adding on the lights.
So now we're putting on the lights, but it's kinda hard because the top is on, so we have to wrap it around the pole like this. So that's why we find it easier to assemble the lights on when the top is not on yet. And it's much more faster that way. So I'm just kinda low-key struggling. Tenting is fun. I mean, it can be stressful. But yeah. I remember as a little kid, a lot of people would underestimate me and my sister because we were so little at the time. And we were girls that they'd always come and try and help, whether it was tying it or just with taking the poles and joints and the ropes and bungees. Like, yeah, they were helpful, but at the same time they were making it more work for us, because then we'd have to go and correct it if it's wrong. But they were just trying to be helpful and trying to come and give us a hand. So now that we're all older, they kind of just know the drift and just leave it to us. But yeah, a lot of people get shocked that me and my sisters know how to tie the ties and how strong it is, and it comes out in the end. How did I find it funny? Especially Uncle Timo when he came last July, and then he was shocked. He couldn't believe that the girls would tie the ties because they were so strong. Well, I don't know what that means, but yeah. So in Tintin you get to have a lot of fun memories, stressful ones too. But at the end of the day, you look back and you laugh at them. Well done. I'll just leave it like that. Okay, pee-pee?
Yeah, baby, I can.
So another good benefit of Ted that I reckon is that we spend so much time with our dad. So it's not like our dad's gone away from home, long hours working. So we get to work with him. So we get to spend those hours working alongside our dad. So we're making memories with him. So we can look back at in the future.
And mom also.
And mom, oh yeah, and
when
mom.
she comes.
When she comes and gives us snacks when we're hungry, or drinks.
True.
Or when we need a vent to her when our dads are being a bit grumpy and just stressing at us for no reason.
Oh, okay, that's news. For example?
Like when we forget a joint or a pole and we're like very, very far from our tent stuff, and he'll blow up at the whole world. Or like silly mistakes one person make, he's angry at the whole crew.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah, see, so memories like that we look back at. Ask Hannah. Hannah has a lot of stories. So it's always Hannah that's getting our dad angry, and then everyone suffered the consequences from Hannah. So Hannah has a lot of beautiful, colorful stories, guys.
Okay, some clarification on her claims about me blowing up. She gave a little example about missing something. It's true. Sometimes we'll be loading up at home, and I'll be busy doing some other stuff, and then we'll get to our destination only to find out, say, for example, we'll have one piece like this missing, or a leg missing, one leg missing, because they miscounted at home when they were loading before we go. And if we are in the outer villages, it'll take us about 20 minutes, sometimes half an hour to get there, which means I have to go back home now to grab that piece and then go back. So that's about an hour. So you can imagine the time, the wear and tear on the truck, the petrol. So of course, no wonder why the old man gets grumpy. All the time wasted, extra time wasted now because of somebody's silly mistake. Because I always tell him, make sure you check, double check. And if there's like 3 or 4 of them loading up and still have a mistake, what does that say?
Sometimes it's the end of the day, we're tired, and when he does go and get the extra piece, us workers will work so fast, get the tents up, and then we'll just relax underneath it.
And I think there's another thing that they enjoy with the tent was because they get to ride on the back of the truck.
And we get to drive it too.
Yeah, cruise all around the island. So that when the takai time comes, they're not interested to go on the takai.
Because we've gone around the island so many times, you can easily spot certain things. Another good benefit of tenting is we get to see where people live, and we get to know, like we just get to see where people live, and we get to know, oh, okay then. And then sometimes we get familiar with the area and kind of like ask connections, like family connections. But yeah.
Okay, so now we're just going to put up the next side and then it'll be nearly all done. We're going to make sure to tie these down really good.
So we have Boomy here. Now Maka's like our master pegger, because he always pegs the pegs to the grass for us to tie it on. Done?
Last touch. This one?
Yeah.
That's that from? Alright.
It's tight. Sturdy.
So when we have like a pole like this or something sturdy next to a leg, then we normally just tie it to this. So we call it a constrictor. I don't know if it's the proper way. So what you want to do, you want to wrap your rope around the pole or whatever is sturdy. So you want to wrap it. This is your main line, this one. The open-ended part is the one you wrap around the pole. So you want to wrap it, make sure it's at the bottom of the main line. Then when you come back around, it should be at the top. So your main line should be in the middle between these two ropes. Your main line should be in the middle. Then like the excess rope, what you want to do is you want to wrap it around and you want to tuck it underneath. And then you want to, yeah. The lower it is, the better. And it's tight. See? It won't come undone or twisted.
The harder you pull on it, the harder it locks up.
Yeah, and you just want to do like a normal tie up here. As you guys can see, I'm vertically challenged.
Good to hear her finally admitting it. But I'll call it vertically blessed.
So we're gonna be covering just the two middle bays here, just so of course like have a little break from the wind. So we call it a shade, but I'm pretty sure the proper term it's called windbreaker.
Okay guys, we pretty much finished the task for today, so we're gonna head off home now. We've got the tent all set, it's up, so there it is, it's up, ready for the function that our customers or our clients here have ordered for 6 p.m. this evening, and all done. And until next time guys, take care, and if you haven't subscribed or new to the channel, please do subscribe. So everybody just take care until next time. As always, peace.